Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. Today we are going to take a look at Toshiba's C350 smart TV with Fire TV built in, and this TV is actually powered by MediaTek's MT9020 chip. Now this doesn't really surprise me that this has a MediaTek chip inside. Actually, MediaTek is the #1 chipset provider for smart TVs, and globally around 60 to 65% of all TVs are powered by MediaTek, which is pretty crazy. So odds are your TV probably has a MediaTek chip inside. Now we are going to unbox this Toshiba Fire TV and see what being powered by MediaTek brings, including that 4K resolution, you have Dolby Vision, and a lot more. Now, of course, I want to give a big thanks and shout out to MediaTek for sponsoring this video and sending this TV for us to check out. As a side note, I was actually at MediaTek Summit not too long ago, and they talked about their TV chipsets, and they have a new MediaTek Pentonic chip, which will support all the way up to 8K, 120 hertz refresh rates. So excited to see those TVs starting to come out. Anyways, let's go ahead and open up this Toshiba Fire TV, see what we get inside, and check out some of the features. Let's get started. Now inside the box, we've got our two legs that will attach to the TV. It has some cable management clips on the back of them and grips down at the bottom. You've also got a getting started guide, how to set everything up. Also the power cable, are screws to actually attach the legs to the TV. And finally, just the remote, and it does include batteries, thankfully. With the remote, there's some shortcut buttons to some of the apps that I use all the time, a microphone button up towards the top for voice controls. A quick look at the back of the TV. You do have a mounting option with 4 screw holes there, and also our audio inputs. There's a digital audio port, Ethernet slot, which is nice to see, an antenna, 4 HDMI ports, one of them being an ARC slot, and 2 USB Type-A ports. Attaching the legs was really simple. Just screw them on in and we are all ready to go. Booting it up for the first time. I'm gonna run through the startup process, talk about anything that's noteworthy. You do have an option between full and basic experience. Basic, it just gives you an option for 5 apps and no access to the store. I'm obviously going to pick full so I get full access to this TV. Sign into my Amazon account. Once all signed in, it gives you the option to turn on parental controls. I do not need to do so. Nice that it's there. And then you get to choose all your various streaming services, all the different apps, including Apple TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, the live TV streaming services, the sports. So a ton of different apps. Like I said, you get full access to the Fire TV store. You can add various profiles so that you get suggestions based on what you want to watch. And here's a look at the home screen and the user interface that you get going through. There's a few different options, just give you suggestions on what to watch, what's for you, some Amazon originals if you do have Prime streaming. It has suggested apps. You can really customize what shows up and what apps you use the most. It is currently downloading apps in the background, so it's kind of nice to see that the UI is pretty snappy considering it is downloading apps right now. Real quick, wanted to jump into settings and look at picture settings. There's different modes like watching sports, movies. You can really customize the tint, the color, brightness, contrast, even go to advanced and customize white balance and a lot more. Just wanted to show that off because I know a lot of people actually ask about it. Also want to mention that AirPlay is built into this TV, which is very beneficial if you do use iPhones or MacBooks. Now I just want to do a quick demo of the voice control on the remote. Let's hit it. What's the weather like right now? And it pops up the weather. It shows visuals, and also it's actually talking to me through the speaker in response to my question. And then maybe we want to open an app. Open YouTube. Opening up YouTube. It should open it up right away. It looks like it's still downloading in the background. On the design side of the TV, very clean look, just a silver and black contrast with the 2 feet down at the bottom. Just looks very clean overall. And don't forget it has that 4K resolution with HDR10. So when you're watching HDR content, it looks really good. The contrast between brights and darks. And then on the processor side of things, I've actually been impressed with how snappy the user interface has been, whether I'm switching apps, scrolling through the menu, or activating the voice. It actually listens quickly, responds quickly. That one's not gonna come up with really anything. Oh, it found the voice. And in smart TVs, MediaTek adds in AI picture quality technology, so it will change based on the scene of what's being shown, even just AI facial recognition. So if you're watching your favorite YouTuber, it's going to adjust and make the colors look good and just make the overall picture quality the best the TV is capable of. And on top of all of that, don't forget about gaming. So it does have a low latency mode, or as they call it, a game mode. So when you switch over to a console, it automatically recognizes that it's a console, switches over to that game mode, so the input latency is lowered, which means when I am in a faster paced game, there's really no lag between the controller motion and the motion within the game. And I've been very happy with game mode. It's very noticeably different. I've turned it off and played a game, and you pretty much can't with the faster paced games. So it's really nice that they have it added in. I don't think I could ever use a TV with one of my consoles if it didn't have a low latency game mode. And overall, that's everything we're gonna talk about for now with the Toshiba C350 Smart TV powered by MediaTek. Big thanks to them for sponsoring this video. And odds are you'll probably have a MediaTek device already in your house. Maybe it's a TV or just any other smart device. It blows my mind how many devices have MediaTek chips inside. Anyways, a lot more content coming soon. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe as well. And as always, thanks for watching.